Good morning, good evening, good night, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the werewolf venue. This scene opens up the very end of a moon bridge towards Pangea, their journey blessed by the two elders, Wafstinger and Chases the Storm. Callie and Travis have finally undergone their little adventure. The two of them stand at the very entrance, the heavy mists of this place just fading above their eyes, making it difficult to see much before them. But as they take those final steps forward into this realm, they're transported to a place, well, a place somewhat familiar to Travis, but a place that Callie had never ever seen before. This place perhaps looks like something out of Jurassic Park at first, although they do notice, perhaps if they're familiar with textbooks, vague time periods, that all of these plants are kind of intermingled together. There's a thick, heavy fog in the jungle, and it's very, very humid out. Occasionally they hear the skittering of feet and sometimes the stomps of something much, much larger. But as they look back, the moon bridge, the portal closing for now, dropping them off at their destination, they're in the middle of a massive prehistoric rainforest. What do they do?
Callie, upon entering this jungle realm, looking out over an area that spans far and wide, she is taken aback by the pristine beauty of it. There's no hint of out of control weaver, no hint of corruption as they know it. She'll take a deep breath in and smile before she crouches down and reaches her hand into like the dirt and takes the dirt and starts rubbing it over the back of her neck and her face, giving her sort of a face paint as she is ritualistically, in a manner, preparing herself for the hunt in this realm.
Travis closes his eyes, bends down, bends a knee, gets does what Callie does as well, but he will play in his hands with the dirt. Then gives some quick prayers to God or Gaia or whatever, and he will hope that he will return. He has his shield on his hand.
So it's only a matter of time before you finally arrive in this realm that the patron spirit of your adventure comes to visit you once again. The huntsman, Herne, with antlers on his head, holding a bow down at his side. He waits for you to approach, watches as you take in the beauty of this place, remains silent, but clearly watching you.
Travis kind of goes near the hand and nods respectively. He does the spirit was going to come with us to watch us, or
Herne nods to you, and he says, I will watch over your hunt. Tonight you will be facing the most fearsome beast in Pangea, one of the most fearsome creatures of history. Tonight you will be hunting the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Callie just stands there and she gets this look of because I can't think of a better way to describe it, Goku-esque excitement.
Travis rolls intelligence academics because he was a history student. He just remembers the movie, the Jurassic Park. He knows that this is the alpha, the biggest hunter that lived in the earth. And he just cracks his knuckles, nods. And again, he looks at Callie. I believe he will be visited soon by other spirit. He doesn't say spirit, he just says something else.
Shelby, may I make a intelligence Umbra lore check?
Yes. How much Umbral lore do you have?
I have a dot.
Okay, it'll be difficulty 8.
I botch.
Oh, Gaia will visit you.
Oh, yeah, Gaia will be here. Gaia herself lives in Pangea, and she wishes to bless her beautiful children who come to visit her.
It's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna meet Gaia.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you've never heard the stories? Gaia lives in the place where all of creation started, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we will meet Gaia.
Speaking of meeting Gaia, you hear the flapping of many, many massive, magnificent wings in the distance. It's very, very loud. Coming very, very fast.
Travis literally looks at Callie. Callie, you do not need talking because I am not lying all the time.
I literally cannot hear what you just said.
He says, Callie, you do not do the talking because I literally don't lie all the time.
You want me to do all the talking?
Yeah, because I do not lie all the time.
Damn it.
Travis just smiles. It's not coming. He actually shows the thing is coming. It's really not coming. And it's Gaia.
Callie looks to the heavens.
And as you look up to the heavens, you are greeted with this beautiful face.
That's not Gaia.
This giant, fearsome serpent with wings that are the size of continents slowly lowers its massive head to look down at you.
I did told you.
Its eye is taller than you are. And it's looking right at you. Its slit pupil focused on both of you.
You're not Gaia.
I'm not Gaia.
So, what are you?
It folds its wings out to the point where they blot out any image of the sky. It lets out a loud roar. Ear-shaking, ear-shattering roar, almost even more deafening than the sounds of its mighty wing beats. It says, I am the worm. I am the great serpent. And you are in my realm.
From the mind lake, Travis literally says, it's uncorrupted. It's not uncorrupted. Totally it's not.
I think I peed a little.
I did not need to. I do need to know that.
Callie's going to take a few centering breaths.
You. It says, its eye now focusing on Travis, narrowing just a bit. You have been here before.
Travis nods.
Explain to that one how it works.
We do not need to do a mission for the worm, Callie. For the mighty worm. We do not need to do a mission for it to have permission to go around. I am really sorry. I did do a pact with the spirit which allows me, makes me speak in negatives. He respectfully bows.
You wish to ask a task of us then, Great Worm. The words actually somewhat make her shudder. Just having the fact that she has to give something with the moniker of Worm some sort of reverence.
Yes. Ask one task of you while in my realm. If you choose to accept, you will be granted as safe passage as I can provide. If you deny or refuse to perform this request, then you will leave and never come back.
What would you have us do?
I understand in my realm. One of the children of my counterpart has come here. Came here seeking knowledge and instead spreads filth, throwing my realm out of balance.
Do you speak of an individual possessed by a bane, or do you speak of a member of the fallen tribe?
Fallen Garu, follower of Whippoorwill, spreader of decay and destruction. Has come here, began infecting my lands, stealing the knowledge provided within the graveyard. The dancer of the black spiral.
Tell me of him, and I will see that he defiles no more.
Dancer of the black spiral is a potent member of their kind, large and disgusting. The coupling of Tuguru created it. He comes bringing with him banes from the corrupted and tainted world. And with them, he seeks to throw my realm into corruption and decay, as your world is now, as your world would be should they have their way.
Then I know what we must do. And she looks at Travis, and then she will use Pulse of the Prey. And when she uses it, she speaks of a Metis-born spiral of the Black Labyrinth. Likely the only one in Pangea, but one that is large and travels in the company of many banes.
Travis pulls his clave from the shield, but it's like Achilles' shield. Just Callie will know that he puts his clave in a part that she made. He pulls it, And he nods. If you want, I cannot distract them, and you can attack. You can flank. You cannot flank them. When we didn't find them. When we won't find them.
So you accept my request?
You are an aspect of the tree as it was meant to be. I would no sooner refuse you than I would refuse Gaia.
Its eye blinks. It blinks sideways, you'll notice, and it raises its massive head. It says, "You may pass. Hold true to your word. Or else." It bares its teeth, each of them the size of massive trees, and you feel its hot breath from its nostrils upon you for a brief moment. As a rumbling growl escapes its throat, and it takes off. Its wings beating in the sky creates the wind of helicopters, perhaps, but much, much stronger, to the point. Make me a wits and athletics check to find something to hold on to.
Ooh. Does my perfect balance apply?
Yeah, you're alright. You managed to grab hold of one of the branches of the trees, and though the winds from this creature's wings threaten to topple you over, you stay upright.
Mm-hmm.
Callie's got 4 successes.
As does Callie. And this massive serpent, the largest thing that you've probably ever seen, begins to take off up into the sky. It still looks massive for a long, long time until finally it is ascended. And
Do win? You can have a mate. I will willingly go back with you to wherever it is and convert. And I will belong solely to you. That is, if you don't kill me.
roll in its perception, empathy, 2 successes.
Can I roll my appearance subterfuge?
Yeah, go ahead. Try to seduce the fucking Black Spiral Dancer. Whatever. Roll to seduce the BSD, you sick fuck.
Oh, all those lessons from Vale finally paid off. And the powers of Boners may prevail.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Black Spiral Dancer looks at you, looks you over for a minute. It considers this offer.
You know that no fury can simply lay down for an enemy. She has to be won. I have broken Shelby,
Can
it
I
seems.
sneak attack now? Can I sneak attack now? Shall we?
Can we please play out the last bit of this seduction before you...
Oh, okay.
Alright. Says, very well. I am strikes without fear. Metis, Black Spiral Dancer.
I am Vigilant Bow of the Furies. Hamid Arun.
He licks his chops. Very, gentlemanly.
Ooh.
And, Travis, if you want to sneak attack now, as this thing begins to approach Callie.
I will attack to his neck. Difficulty 9. I attack from back. It's 7. I will try to get his, head from his. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 8. I have 3. Oh no, 9. God damn it. 24 dice of
Silver damage.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 silver damage to the neck.
All right. How many did I give it?
I hope people are watching this. I really do.
All right. So as this thing, probably only barely holding back a throbbing boner, begins to approach Callie, Travis leaps out of goddamn nowhere and pulls the clave on it, sliding it right across this thing's throat. As its head remains attached to its body by barely even like a single thread, it lets out a roar, gurgles as Travis is able to sort of just like drop it. Its massive body now, you notice, maybe a little over half, or half again the size of a normal Guru, crumbles to the ground, and its blood begins to pool at your feet.
Callie just looks at Travis, smiles, and Travis, that is the power of the boner. Mic drop. Poof.
Like, I'm gonna say one thing, like, OOC. When I was like thinking about doing this, like when Wastinger and Chase of the Storm was like telling me like, okay, you guys go on a mission, like Travis was thinking, oh shit, we're gonna die. But like he never expected this, like, okay, I'm gonna one shot Black Spiral Dancer. My actually skills is it. No, he didn't think this.
Travis, you need to give Callie a deep name based on that. You have to. Like, I demanded.
I don't know what to say. Like we will talk about this.
Worm tease.
Worm tease. Teases the worm.
Oh.
So, this thing's corpse, nearly beheaded, is in front of you. What do you do?
Gonna take its head as a trophy.
Oh yeah. Does he has any weapons?
Callie is going to reiterate very strongly. Do not, under any circumstances, touch anything here. This was...
Yeah, let's take its heart.
That I can definitely agree to.
And its horns and its dick, but let's just not take his dick, damn it.
We're good on the dick, okay? Let's just leave that here.
Okay.
You're taking its horns and its head. You're taking its heart. Taking anything else? It is covered in these spikes, like on the picture, too. Let me zoom out so you can see it.
Does he have any weapons or fetishes or anything that are particularly his?
Roll me 3 fate dice.
Because I'll take those back to Uktena. Or I could not. That's okay too.
Oh, no, he ain't got shit on him. At least nothing that looks distinguishable from all the other weird things he's trying to steal.
So that's why he came here. He didn't have shit. Okay, I gotcha.
There is nothing to loot.
Oh well. She'll, while Travis is, carving out the heart, she will begin to do a rite of cleansing.
Mhm.
on this place. Specifically, the body, the the body and the bodies of the Fomori and all of their leavings.
Mhm.
Actually, with Black Fury lore 3, I should be able to know about level 3 gifts.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
rights.
and rights. I would like to try and summon a. I guess that's in the older version. The spirit that teaches Flames of Hestia. Because Flames of Hestia is actually a gift that burns out Worm Taint.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
I
This
just
is
gotta
the thing
find
that
it.
Aaron has talons of, I believe.
Yeah, I just gotta find the damn thing. Triss Sacrament, Coupe de Grace, Flames of Hestia. So it would be an avatar of Hestia.
Okay.
So Callie will do a rite of summoning.
Okay. See, what level spirit is Hestia?
That's an avatar.
Do rite of summoning.
It'd be a bare minimum of 7
Yep, it
difficulty
will be
7.
summoned.
Travis, I need your help on this one.
What do I need to do?
Just aid me in casting the ritual, maybe spending some gnosis to try and make this easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, Annette.
And so, how many gnosis points will Travis spend?
2.
All right. And she will spend 3 hours on this summoning ritual because
Mm-hmm.
they have nothing but time to drop this from a difficulty 7 to a difficulty of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I will roll my wits plus rituals and hope for the best. And I'll spend a willpower point.
May I ask something?
Mhm.
Are we doing Rite of Cleansing to the area?
Something very similar.
Oh, okay. That's all I have. I have no that one. So
1, 2, 3, and with the willpower, that's 4 successes. So with that, it would be the spirit arrives immediately and is passively benign, but Travis has all of that lovely, lovely gnosis he's offering.
All right. Well, then, it's not terribly long that you're waiting. In fact, after all of this time chanting, when you finally take the moment to sort of release the effects of all of this, it's mere seconds before the figure of this woman, somebody that you, Callie, recognize, of course, though only through lore and through images of your homeland, appears. She is wreathed in a very warm, radiating light. She is holding a very warm orb of fire in her hands. And she appears before the two of you and opens her eyes. She says, "What is it? Why have you summoned me here?"
We are in a place very sacred to many fallen of Gaia's children, breeds of all kinds, buried here. This spiral came forth to taint this place, and he brought with him Banes. I ask of you, me and my companion here ask of you, to rid this place of taint. to make it pure once again, so that these lost warriors of Gaia can sleep in peace.
This I can do for you. In return, I ask that every morning you light a bonfire in honor to me, and tend to it until the sun sets.
For how many mornings?
For 1 week.
We will do it together, great mighty spirit. Amazing spirit.
You seem pleased by Travis's offer to help.
I thank you, Hestia.
And she nods. She says, "You're welcome, my child." And she takes the Gnosis' chiminage and spreads her hands out as this warm glow radiates through the entire area, only burning the remains of this spiral that you have not taken, and only the Banes up through the staircase to remove any hint of their presence here. And as the fires trickle down to nothing but smoke, the avatar of Hestia disappears in a much similar way in another sort of puff of smoke.
Callie just kind of says to herself, my tribe has the coolest spirits. And they'll make their way back up to stop with the Guardian.
You return. You are once again confronted by the Guardian, although he seems less hostile from before and is sort of just on guard, not for you, but for anybody else coming. As you approach, he turns his massive head around to look at you. Seems a bit less hateful, less suspicious, as he waits for you to present him with your evidence.
She will present the head of the spiral. She'll just drop it at his coils in front of him. There's my proof.
Looks at it and seems very pleased. Very well. And you have brought nothing back with you.
Only what
Sort
we
of
brought
leans
in.
forward. See, sort of focuses you on a moment. Very well. Thank you, child of Pegasus and child of Stag. You have done me a great service tonight. Should you come back and need to call on me, you need only ask.
Your crypt is free of taint as well.
Nods. Thank you.
And she'll leave the head for the spirit, or for the Guardian, to do with as he pleases. She will keep the horns and the heart. And make their way back out into the jungle.
Travis really just says, let's hunt some bitches and get out of here.
Now back to the graveyard. You go through the graveyard, back to the jungle. Now what are you doing?
Let's camp out for the night. And regain some lost gnosis, have a good meal, maybe perform a rite of contrition on my armor. Because, damn.
Okay.
Then let's hunt some T-Rex.
The two of you spend the rest of the night getting your bearings again, staying in camp. You manage to go ahead and roll that rite of contrition.
Alright, it's a rite of accord, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Travis also has right.
Yep. That would be charisma. Oh, charisma and rituals. Wonderful.
Add your pure breed.
Can I add my pure breed, ST?
As far as I know, you do, but
Is it a member of Pegasus's brood that is bound into that armor?
It is!
Then yes, you can.
And I can add my spirit heritage, my 1 dot of spirit heritage.
I wish I had spirit heritage.
Go earn it.
Yeah, I will probably sometime.
What's the target range of the spirit of the Pegasus spirit inside the Centurion armor?
I'm too lazy to look, so I'm gonna set it at 6.
Alright, so it's 5, 1, 2, 3, or 3 successes.
3 here as well.
Okay. You manage to apologize to the spirit in the armor. It forgives you after just a little bit of pouting.
And when Callie will specifically wake up just after midnight and wake Travis up, because she is still trying to impress Celine, and one of Celine's bans is that a prey item must be hunted after midnight.
Travis looks at Callie and says, "Do not activate the talon."
What?
Do not activate the talon.
Which talon?
He just face palms. Totally not the invisibility thing.
We didn't have any of those.
You guys got 2 of them from the sept.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Alright then.
I have a success.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
Difficulty 5 to activate it. You need to roll your stamina.
I'll roll my stamina.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice goes out from its perception alertness. Whoever, blah blah blah.
Is it stamina straight or stamina plus?
Stealth.
I get no successes. Doesn't work for Callie.
I don't have how these talons work in front of me, so I'm just gonna need you to remind me what they do when it comes up.
Okay.
Cool.
Travis actually asks Callie, "Hey, Emmett, if you think that it's kind of a disadvantage, I can also get out of the invisibility."
Do you not remember how well it worked against the spiral?
It's up to you.
And Callie will activate Pulse of the Prey, and she will give the description of a mighty T-Rex worthy of being hunted. And she will sit in a cross-legged style, and she will spend the point of Gnosis to activate her armor this time. As she sits there and she begins to take it all in, take in Pangea and all of its glory, and begin to focus her attention towards a mighty tyrannical lizard, the king of all lizards, the T-Rex itself, a creature, one of the greatest predators that ever walked the planet in this age or beyond.
Travis is trying to meditate. He's trying to focus on things. It's hard for him to focus at the moment because of things, but yeah, it's getting better. He promised his, and he will do it.
Wait, you are looking for the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. You do get a few pings from Pulse of the Prey in different directions. If you'd like to narrow it down to perhaps the mightiest T-Rex, the least mighty T-Rex, the blue T-Rex, the one with feathers. What specific T-Rex tickles your fancy?
A T-Rex worthy of a glorious hunt.
Pulse of the Prey will direct you to the most formidable Tyrannosaurus, currently wandering near Pangaea. It leads you towards the north this time, a place where the jungle seems to clear out just a little bit. Trees are maybe a tiny bit further spaced apart. There's enough room for this massive creature to roam as the forest begins to open up. And as it does, you see before you not only evidence of Tyrannosaurus rexes, but also many other dinosaurs, large brontosauruses, triceratops and such, roaming and grazing, each one larger than you'd even imagined from looking at them at history museums and such. They seem almost peaceful at the moment.
Callie just looks back at Travis with sort of like a childlike grin as she makes her way out, and she's going to try to approach at least one of them.
Okay.
She just has to see one of these sauropods up close.
What kind are you approaching?
A
The
Triceratops.
one that doesn't eat humans in the movie.
All right. You approach the Triceratops. It doesn't seem to notice you at first because you are just so tiny, and it is just so big. Each of its little toes are probably about the size of your entire hand.
Callie has literally got like joyful tears streaming down her face as this is oh fuck it, it's straight up like out of Jurassic Park. Callie loved dinosaurs growing up.
And after it notices you, it sort of sniffs at you. Blink, blink.
She'll hold out her hand towards its nostrils, very tentatively.
Roll me charisma animal ken.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, damn. It leans forward a little bit. You can feel its leathery flesh. And it's covered... well, they did descend into birds. It has like a very faint covering of feathers on it. A little different from Jurassic Park, but...
She'll run her hand along the skin of the snout and along the horn and just smile at it and sort of place her forehead against its snout.
It makes a pleased rumbling noise.
They really are some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Travis knows.
It makes a happy dinosaur noise.
And she'll continue on her hunt. She just had to stop and smell the roses because you're in Pangaea. You have to stop and smell the roses.
Kelly's gonna come back and be like, guys, I got to pet a dinosaur!
Pretty much. And if Kachina's or Katori's like, wait, you pet one of them? Did you not?
Wild Smiles is like, psh, I fucked a saber tooth.
You want a cookie?
Yes, you continue forward, leaving the herbivores to their grazing. And you follow the pulse of the prey. It leads you further and further into this field, and for a while you feel like maybe it's defective, maybe you did something wrong, until the ground shakes below you. And give me... No, you don't need perception alertness to see, not far in the distance of this field, something is sniffing around.
Callie looks at Travis and then looks to it. I believe Katori once mentioned this thing as a tree lizard. I still don't understand how we got that.
He laughs.
And your suspicions are confirmed when you see another one of these creatures run by, although it's very clearly avoiding this gentleman who is more than twice its size. And when this one turns to look at it, it just skids off into another direction, sort of giving up on its plans to go pursue those herbivores you just met.
This guy's name is Blitzkrieg.
This one growls at it, snaps a bit.
Callie is just... She knows she has to hunt this thing for her Adrin challenge, but at the same time, she actually crouches behind like a large root just to observe its behavior. Like, she just has to. Like, this is literally the coolest thing she's ever seen.
Well, this thing, it definitely doesn't notice you because you are itty bitty. And it walks with its big, giant feet sort of just shaking the ground every time it takes a step. And it waits, it keeps going until it notices something. It looks off in the direction of the herbivores that you were dealing with before. And it sees the little herd has begun to move on. Except for one.
No! No!
No, no.
No!
Travis says, okay, I will not go for the neck. I will
Vinny,
jump.
roll me some fate dice to see if that one is the one you pet.
Oh, you're mean.
Nature's cruel, bitch.
Nature is cruel. There's at least one minus.
It is. Vinny, the one that you just pet was just... It was going back to look for you so that you could join its herd. But instead it managed to get separated. And this guy... Oh man, this guy is taking full advantage. It runs towards it with a speed that you weren't expecting from its giant size. And it takes off. The ground shakes below you like a mini earthquake, and its massive jaws bite into this thing's spine. It takes a big, massive chunk of meat out of it, flings it up into the air, and as it lets it fall to the ground, it just sits there and waits. It waits for this thing to bleed to death.
Travis just says,
Rampage!
let's attack. Let's not attack from the back. Let's
Oh,
not
Callie is ready to kill this bitch.
Let's not
I'm
sneak.
spending a willpower because I know you're about ready to ask me to make a frenzy check.
Alright, yeah, make your frenzy check.
Doesn't matter. I'm good. Either way. With...
But man, are you pissed at this
Oh,
thing.
I'm
It
fucking-
murdered your friend.
I am going to eat this thing's heart.
So actually, Travis is pissed as well.
Callie is going to pull air arrows out, and she is going to activate them.
Mm-hmm.
Travis,
And she looks at Travis. We are
I'm-
killing it. We are going to eat it raw.
Okay. I'm gonna be tank. You're gonna be tank. Let's go.
And she'll wait for Travis to put up his shield and start running.
I am invincible, so I want to do a sneak attack. If I am.
Oh, right. Then Callie will climb a tree,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll take out one of her sun arrows. Activate it. Yeah. And she'll take it and fire it up into the air so it creates this huge signal beacon right in the dark. Like
What do I?
Mote of
what
sunlight
is
right
my-
above her.
Shelby, what is my sneak attack roll for sneaking while I am truly invincible?
I'll bump it down to difficulty like 4 since you're invisible.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes that I can attack the thing. I'm going to attack the Fang Dagger, and I will activate the Fang Dagger.
Wait for it to come to Callie. It's coming to Callie because she just.
Okay. sorry. I will flank it, by the way.
Okay, so what exactly happened? Callie shot it?
Callie shot a sun arrow up into the air to make the flash, and she's standing on an open branch of the tree where she can be seen.
Oh. This thing already has a taste for Guru blood. So it watches the sun arrow go into the sky, distracted from its meal for a brief second. Then it turns its sights on Callie.
Callie has death glare.
See it sniff the air. Starts very slowly stalking towards Callie, wagging its tail a bit. It seems very excited for her.
Wouldn't be the first thing that's excited by me in this place, bitch. And she is got the air arrows ready, and she is waiting for this thing to get within striking distance. And I don't know what happened to Amoosh.
I'm here. I'm going for the neck.
Okay. Callie, as this thing, I'm sure it's going to charge. Yes, no, maybe?
So
Now
I need
it's walking very slowly towards you, but if you make a perception animal can roll for this thing's behavior, because you did observe it a moment ago.
Alright.
Neck is difficult.
Any bonus dice for observing it?
I'll give you 2.
Alright.
Shelby, I have 6 successes.
Fuck, I botch. I don't know what it's doing. I have no fucking clue.
You think it's probably lost interest in you and it's going to go somewhere else.
Then I am going to fire off those 2 arrows directly at its eyes.
Can I do my sneak attack while it's going for? Oh, okay, thank you. I activated it as well. I have 6 successes. 5 plus 1 plus 1, 2, 3 plus. Do I get any special dice from the neck or no?
I'll decrease the damage difficulty by 1.
Thank you. God. 1,
Alright,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26 aggravated damage to the neck.
Damn.
I dropped the mic. See you guys later.
Just so I don't feel too bad, can I fire off my arrows at the same time he attacks?
Yeah, do it.
Anticipating?
Yeah. Let me just see if this thing soaks any of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, you guys are rolling good today.
I think I cut his head off, right? With 1 strike with Fang Dagger.
Alright. It's down. I want to leave it to you and Vinny to entertain me with describing the epic destruction of this T-Rex.
Vinny, you're better at ST than I am, so describe it, bro.
Callie being the appropriate decoy, though not realizing that this creature is still keyed in on her, ready to destroy her, ready to eat her, ready to make food out of her. It comes at her and begins its charge while Travis is literally running right beside it, unbeknownst to it, with its with his fang dagger at the ready, with his shield at his side, and he is running parallel with this thing just behind it. Callie takes the 2 arrows and puts them onto her bow and pulls the string back as she stares directly into this thing's eyes, all the while really, really hoping that Travis is actually there, since she can't see him. And as she lets 2 arrows fly towards this thing's eyes, Travis leaps with a mighty leap, empowered by Hare's leap, coming out of his invisibility field over this creature's head. As the creature is hit in the face by 2 arrows, it rears its head up, and Travis comes down with both our hands holding the grip of the fang dagger itself. He drives it into the back of this thing's, or into the T-Rex's spine, and the momentum carries him down, all the way down the side of the neck. And as he comes just to the full crescendo of that descent, dragging this fang dagger all the way around, he kicks his legs out underneath the opposite side, which brings him back up full circle, landing him directly on the spot where he landed before. A brilliant red flash of light comes as the effect of the fang dagger's damage augmentation comes through, and there's just a scream as the pain dagger's chosen ability reaches out across the entire savannah, this open field over Pangea, and Travis stands there as the head slowly slides off, landing on the ground at his feet, or at the creature's own feet, before the body starts to wobble and jerk and wreathe around for several minutes. Travis leaping off and walking away as this creature stumbles and trips and then finally falls over, walking away from this much like an action movie with all of this gore and death throes happening in his wake as he walks away casually, slipping down into Hamid and just stabs his fang dagger into the ground and howls out in triumphant victory. And Callie jumps from the tree and walks towards him, slamming her fist on his chest. I dub you Kingslayer from this moment forward, Travis Moran.
He nods, like he smiles. He can't. It's not his tactics. Like he never did sneak attacks or some kind of shit like that. But he's like, "Whoa, I should do this more often, more."
And Callie will look to Travis. The first spoils of the kill go to the highest in station.
I think we are the same at the moment. Presumably. Please, let's do it together. Please.
They'll take their time
Um,
and cut the creature's heart out. And she'll wait to see if Travis wants to do anything with it first.
oh no, he will actually just. He's interested, like, tasting it, blah blah blah. But like, he is. You see, he's getting towards the severed head and like starts to break the teeth and the claws. You know what he's going to do. Actually, he is getting gifts for people.
Callie will, after Travis eats the heart or takes the heart out and does nothing with it, Callie's going to eat this thing's heart raw. And as a show of dominance, as a show of badassery. And she'll be covered in blood all the way down the front of her. And when she's done, she's going to look. She's like, we're gonna have enough teeth to go around for every member of every pack in the Sept. None of this animal can go to waste. None of either of the animals, and she looks at the T-Rex or at the Triceratops, can go to waste.
You are totally right. But I actually want to. Your sister makes jewelry and T-shirts, and maybe she will like this teeth and T-shirts.
give it a moment, and she's going to crouch down in front of the T-Rex, and she will begin the prayer for the prey. And she will continue this rite for any animal she kills for the full turning of the moon. From this point forward, but she performs the rite on it, thanking the T-Rex for not so much for killing the Triceratops, but for giving its life so that she can advance in the nation and that she can eat its flesh and feed herself, and that its body will give a great many boons to the Sept of the Green. And she will work to create a grave big enough, as long as it takes, probably until sunrise, to bury the Triceratops. And Shelby, pardon?
Do you write anything on the gravestone?
To Bendy, the greatest Triceratops that ever did live. And she'll, after she has it buried, after she's exhausted, after Travis has probably worked this T-Rex down into bone and bundle and massive amounts of meat to take back to the Sept.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do like we're from Greece. We're gonna do like what was the name of that mangal.
Mm-hmm. She'll crouch at the head of the gravestone and grieve her friend. Or actually, no, instead of Bindi, its name's going to be Sarah because reasons. And actually, Shelby, if you don't mind, I don't know how much longer you want to be in this thing, but can we just drop this scene right in the middle of the Sept as they use the rite of becoming Talons to bring themselves back with this gigantic dead animal?
Sure. Dropped it in group chat. But I'll have to stay here because I'm sure you'll want to be like, yo, Wastinger, check it.
Yeah.
Stop watching Netflix and check this shit.
That's a good night. And yeah, so we'll wait for a couple of seconds. Some people are seeing this thing. Hopefully they're jumping in here. They're probably saying their goodbyes like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to this other hangout. Like we're totally sitting here watching this in another hangout with a bunch of people, OOC, and we're like, hey, we just saw this link. Are you guys going? Yeah, I think I'll go. Why not?
Enter this fucking hangout!
That is a key for you, our 3 viewers.
I know you all motherfuckers are watching, and the link's in the Gar chat. Heather, Shan, Max, Robert, Christy, Saskia.
Emmett is coming.
Austin, Tim.
I think Austin's character doesn't want to see this shit. Look, okay, what the Get a Fairness Philadox
Bob, you motherfucker.
Sees Callie and Travis
standing on top of a motherfucking T-Rex. With a severed head and a missing heart, and
claws.
They're literally sort of like Callie is literally sort of sitting on this thing, with one leg crossed over the other, smirking. Travis is sitting triumphantly on top of this creature's severed head, and this is in the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because Emmett would have an aneurysm if there were a fight.
Emmett would just be like, I'm learning punishment rights.
So Olaf, I suppose, trots up in his lupus form because it's cold, yo. His lupus form is a very typical gray wolf, like one you'd see in the wild. The fur is fairly dark gray, white underchin down to white belly. Looks at what he is seeing, contemplates it for a moment, and then just kind of sits. Raya? Raya?
Callie is literally cut, like her mouth, everything below her upper lip and nose is just covered in blood, and she is looking like she's finishing off last bits of what was probably at one time a gigantic heart.
What he is seeing.
Callie,
Contemplates
that is a really big heart, so like...
And just kind of sits. Raya? Raya?
Callie literally her mouth, everything below her nose is just covered in blood, and she is looking like finishing off. I think somebody has the stream live and doesn't realize that they're broadcasting. One time
What he is seeing.
Christy.
Callie, that is a really big heart, so like...
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Well, who's? Okay. Oh dear God. Guys, this is why we don't use time 3 virtual adepts.
Travis is literally looks like, God, we did it. Like he didn't believe he could do it, so he's like, oh God.
Callie just kind of smirks as she looks over at Travis.
It was amazing. Awesome.
She'll look down at Emmett and Olaf. Hey guys, did you guys do anything exciting today?
Well, I think I have
Not
finished
really.
up on the treehouse insulation project, and I also had to fix a couple of kerosene heaters.
Not really.
You know what I did today?
I have a guess.
That's my.
And Callie will shift over into Lupus and climb to the top of the T-Rex, and she will howl out, "Wastinger! The Kingslayer and I return. We have gifts for the Sept."
Ooh, there's my cue.
Bring
Wastinger,
my sister!
Wastinger being told by Callie to bring her sister this time, is going to lead Leah into the heart of the Sept, and once again, she will jump into the Umbra, grab Leah by the waist, yoink, right across the spider webs.
And yelp, evidently I'm... Ah!
By the
Yeah,
way,
I'm naked.
interesting little fact.
I'm so naked. Look at that.
And Leah is naked, Wastinger for her shirt.
Emmett averts his eyes. I assume Travis is looking at that like, yep.
Like
Yeah.
Travis literally gives like Bob, like the Olaf, this is not yours. He gives like the teeth of the T-Rex, which is like 30 centimeters, and he's like, Emmett, this is not yours. Like Wastinger, this is not yours. Oh, babe, hello. I missed you.
You're naked, Leah. Well, you got a shirt on now, but
Is it a big shirt at least? Because if not, it's could have covered like my top half, and that's it.
Vagine.
Yeah, it's Wastinger's size, so like it's a pretty big shirt. It probably looks like a tunic
Okay,
on you,
well, then
but it covers enough.
I'm 5'1". If you're, yeah, we should be fine. Okay, cool. So she's got something on, which is good enough. Seriously, if people become wolves, nobody can be that worried about it.
Callie will shift back into Hamid, still covered in blood over her chest and mouth. She'll sort of leap down and land in a crouch in front of Wastinger and then stand up very tall, which is very relative for Callie, being all of 5'4". And she'll look up at her mentor, her adoptive mother. "I did the thing."
You did do the thing. So, you and Travis learn anything from it?
We learned a few things, and she smirks at Travis.
Yeah.
We learned that T-Rexes are straight dicks, killing innocent Triceratopses that made friends right in front of me. She sniffles a little bit. And we also learned that the power of boners can be many a thing's undoing.
Oh, power of boner is a really, really big thing.
Power.
What?
What did you do?
Power of boners.
What the hell? Boners? What does that have to do with this
Be
shit?
told.
Callie just takes the bundle off of her back, and she'll produce a set of horns that's at one time stunk of worm taint, but Hestia, hopefully. They're purified now, though they do look like they were wormish at one point. We found a black spiral dancer in Pangaea who was defiling the sacred resting places of our cousins under Gaia. He no longer lives.
Where do the boners come in?
Thank you for asking that.
It's black spirals, I assume.
Okay. The story was like I didn't try to sneak on, but Callie was able to sneak.
Travis,
So-
Travis, buddy.
Okay, no. Okay, yeah.
She'll pat him on the shoulder. It's okay. Travis and I entered into the tomb. Travis actually managed to hide gracefully. I, on the other hand, sort of bumped into a sarcophagus and made some noise, and this massive spiral saw me. And I was like, well, this is going to hurt a lot. And I noticed that he was only looking at me and not at Travis, so I acted as a distraction. And I walked forward, and him and I had a little conversation. I did some really cool, like, spy-level subterfuge on this guy, making him think I was all into him, that if he could best me, he could have me. And then when he came up to me, Travis, like, literally 86'd him. Like, cut his head clean off.
You offered yourself as a mate to a black spiral dancer and then decapitated it. Stinger doesn't know how to feel about this.
Emmett in the back of his head, he would never say this out loud in front of Wasp Stinger, but he's just thinking, that's the most Black Fury fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Olaf gets on the ground so that he can double wolf face palm.
You know what? Actually, Emmett said that in the pack link to Travis. Like, what?
He doesn't say shit. Like he's so proud that like they just did something like this. So he's like, okay.
And literally because of that, Travis was able to kill this thing completely cleanly in one go, and none of us sustained any damage the entire time we were there. I think we had one of the most successful hunts this set has seen, at least since I've been here. And she'll smirk. I mean, she's obviously putting on airs. She is proud, but the part of her like embellishing it and being smug is very obviously sort of theatrical.
Okay, so you go through this whole big hunt, the two of you, which, by the way, is a feat in itself. And the things you learned are things about boners and that T-Rexes are mean?
Yeah, I was looking for something more about, like, working together, like, getting rid of your differences. But boners work, I guess.
Okay, Travis looks at Callie and then like like raises his hand to fist bump.
Callie just fist bumps him.
And then he just says, "Is it enough?" Like they look friendly, by the way. They look friendly.
Yeah. I think after tonight, I am proud to pronounce you Callie Krykos, as an Audrin of our sept, you have passed your challenge, and you have learned important things about boners along the way.
Callie's just gonna walk up to
Ugh.
Wastinger and just give her the tightest of hugs.
Can I
Travis,
just say she doesn't seem to be all that into boners at the moment?
Travis goes near Leah and hugs Leah.
Yeah. This is a better place to be than discussing boners with her sister. She will hug him.
No, roll. I kind of want to have Travis roll a fate die to see if boners are a quite physical thing at the moment.
And
You know, there's a possibility after. There's a real possibility after a hunt.
It's been a few
that-
days.
that-
You've been hunting. There's adrenaline. There's testosterone. You haven't seen a
Okay.
non-Cali female for what you think is 3 days, but timey-wimey shit.
Okay, he is a boner.
Boners.
and Olaf lounges.
Yeah. Travis looks at Leah and says, "Babe, can we go to bars? I don't mean home."
She looks over at Leah. Leah, take him home, for fuck's sakes. If he's
That
ever
might be
earned
exactly
it,
what he's
now would be the
talking about.
time. Don't,
No, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he's talking about. You're the one who said the word, not me.
don't, just, god damn it, just, go take your boyfriend home and sex him up right. Jesus.
She will take Travis's hand and lead him away.
She'll kind of tap Wastinger and just point at Leah. And, like, make a gesture like, yeah, she probably needs help getting out.
Oh, right. Perception alertness to see if Travis is doing anything.
Not at the moment. Like they were
Very far away from Travis while escorting Leah back to the Tellurian.
Emma just is like, don't worry, man.
Where I will then collect up my clothes and hopefully give Wasp her shirt back.
Oh yeah.
She'll take it. Be safe, you two.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Callie, takes up the, heart. And, or the heart of the spiral. And she begins to walk towards Wendigo.
I'm gonna make you do that in a scene with Duncan.
Fair enough. Then she will hang on to the heart, and she's going to pop back across on the other side of the Umbra to let all of the kinfolk with Gnosis and all the Bonars with Gnosis know that there is a massive bounty and they should all share in it. And she is rifling through the kinfolk to find Amara.
We're gonna do BBQ with the meat of the T-Rex. In the set.
He's gonna go on a beer run. And Amara does not have Gnosis, but he will chill in the Tellurian.
That's where Callie is. She popped back over.
He'll walk over. Hey, you're back. How'd it go?
Callie kind of looks at herself covered in blood, and she'll smirk. It's not mine.
Awesome. It was a test, wasn't it? Did you pass?
I am an Adrin of this sept.
She wraps her arms around Callie's neck and, oh, congratulations! Oh, you smell terrible. Congratulations!
I need a shower really bad. And, yeah. And she just hugs Amara back extremely tightly and then sort of whispers in her ear, "You want to join me in that?"
Yeah, totally. But you have to clean yourself off first. As hot as the, like, grizzled, covered in blood huntress look is.
Yeah, no, I get that. And Callie will take Amara off to go get clean and then get dirty.
And away they go.
And I believe that's the end our scene.
Yes,
Thank you players for playing. For watching. See you in the next episode in the Living World of Darkness, Region Crossing New York. Bye bye.
Bye.